What's going on, everybody? I'm Dan. You're watching Shack Scales, and today we're doing Shack Scale kind of stuff. You already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do reptile stuff, all right? So we got a clean muffin. Cage isn't really dirty, but she made a mess with the paper. It's a little dirty, but I just like to keep her on fresh paper. You know, I sometimes change it if it's just wrinkled up and pushed around. Always change it when she goes to the bathroom. We're also going to be changing these guys. Slinky, the T-positive albino Nicaraguan boa, and Nipsey, the caramel carpet python. Because their bedding's been in there about a month. As you know, I spot clean. Every day I spot clean. Every day I get home from work, I come in here, I look around all the cages, take out any soiled bedding. Leopard geckos, they're really easy. It's funny, they go to the bathroom in the same spot every day. So every day, and it's like clockwork. Bam Bam, he goes to the bathroom in that back right corner. Yep, see, there it is. I don't know if you can see it. But he goes to the bathroom in that back right corner. What are you doing, bud? You don't want me to pet you? Crazy gecko. You know all I do for that? Take the paper towels. Voila. Reach in here. Grab the little pile of poop. Like so. Trash it. Simple. Do that every day with them. They go to the bathroom every day. And then, I don't know, probably every like month and a half, I take that carpet out, take it to the tub, rinse it with hot water, scrub it. The only thing that really gets on it is a little bit of, like, I guess, particles back where they go to the bathroom, and then the calcium dust from the crickets. So do that every once in a while. But they're like crazy easy to take care of. It's ridiculous. But the other day I went to open Muffin's cage and she like came out really food aggressive. She went to the bathroom, she pooped. And in her head, after she poops, she deserves a meal, but that's not how it works. So should be funny taking her out, seeing if she shoots out of the cage or not. But let's get to that. Get this day going. Remember, snake hook. The only tool that's really, really important. And like I've mentioned before, I've done this with her since she was a baby. When she comes out of the cage, she gets touched with the snake hook. It lets her know, hey, there's no food here. Coming out on her own. What are you doing, girl, huh? Do not be flinchy to me, please. Oh, there it is. So I'll move this camera over some. Snake hook works with the camera too. That's what I'm talking about. Multi-tool, if you know what I'm saying. And she just... So, I got this little button. I click it, starts filming a video. I click it again, turns the video off. I had it in my pocket, and it was... must have been clicking itself, or I was clicking it, obviously, and it ruined the whole video. But we took Muffin out, cleaned her cage. Now we're just going to talk about her a little bit. I mean, and it's so crazy. I have the longest snake in the world. Like, she's still a baby. I've had her 2 years next month. She turned 2 back in November. Can't wait for her to get bigger. Our plan is to buy a house with like a 2-car garage, turn like one of the car garages into her enclosure, basically. See how she's turning towards me slow? It's alright, it's me. See, that's why I'm not really looking at the camera. I'm looking at her on the screen because I ain't trying to get where my head is right now. It's probably not the best place to be. But, no, she's cool, man. And, like, I take her out all the time. I don't really let anybody else handle her. Not necessarily because I don't trust her. I don't trust other people. I don't trust other people to be able to read her body language. I don't trust other people to handle her right and flow with her the way she wants to flow. Because they move around a lot when you have them out. You get like a Burmese python, they're more on the like sit still kind of side. Retics, they're very active, so you got to be able to go with them and not really fight against them. Because you fight against her, she fights back even harder. You know, if she's trying to go this way and you're really trying to pull her back towards you, she's going to go that way harder because you're not letting her. So you got to kind of meet them in the middle. Let them get that way and then slowly pull them back. It's like a whole process. But I mean, I've had snakes my whole life. As long as I can remember, my dad's always had something. He bred the ball pythons for a while. So I'm no professional, but I definitely know what I'm doing, what I'm looking for. Body language and all that. But yeah. Hopefully she sheds. She should shed in about a month. Get that on camera after she sheds, man. She's so pretty. Bright yellows down her side. She is a sunfire morph. She's not a normal. The normals, I'm a real big fan of the normal color of these guys. Lots of grays and yellows. But they come from Southeast Asia. And like, yeah, man, they're just like an impressive snake. Look at that. Muffin, the reticulated python. But now she's in her water. She wasn't going in it at first. She was lingering around it. So I'm going to throw the lid on this so we can get these other guys cleaned and get this wrapped up. Alright, so I'm just going to skip over the boring stuff and take them out. Usually, I put them in there while I clean the cages, but Muffin's in there, obviously. I didn't really think this through. I'm not much of a thinker. I'm more of a doer. And speaking of that, this right here, dustpan. Who would have thought, right? You take it and you scoop the bedding out that way. I've never done that before. I saw it on somebody's video and I was like, that's $1 million idea. Why didn't I think of that before? I used to just take my hand and paper towels and take it all out. And then it just takes a lot longer that way. Doing it with the dustpan, crazy simple. But what I'm probably going to do with these guys, take them out, show them to you. I'll probably just put them in Muffin's cage. I mean, nobody's sick. Nobody has mites. So it's not going to be like a cross-contamination kind of deal. I am getting a snake rack. Should be here in about a month. And when I get that, I'll have an empty tub to put stuff in because I'm going to a show February 6th. And I don't know what I'm going to get, man. Don't know. I'd like to start breeding something. You're not really for the money. It'd be cool. I'm not very little chance of getting rich off this stuff, but it'd be really cool if I could make some money back just kind of supporting the hobby, you know? Support my own interest. Help feed these guys. I mean, obviously I make enough money to do that on my own, but if I could sell some babies, but I just got to decide on what I want. Like ball pythons, they're really cool. You can make, literally, it's probably like, you could breed ball pythons your whole life and still never make every color combination there is. But, oh, they're so, like, the market's so flooded with them, man. Like, everybody breeds ball pythons, and I'd like to breed something that not everybody's breeding. And I'd also like to breed stuff that, like, kids can start out with, you know? Because, like, that's what it's about. It's about getting the younger people involved in this stuff so they can keep it going. Adults, I mean, there's adults that are in it for the hobby. They like it. But there's also a lot of adults that are in it just for the money. Things like a ball python, man. Look at them all balled up. What are you doing, dude? Come on, stretch out. Try to get him to stretch out. Put this camera up. Stretch him out by hand. The old-fashioned way. Come on, bub. You gotta untie yourself because I don't want you spilling a bunch of bedding on the floor. Crazy. Crazy snake. He's gotta eat again soon. It's been like 12 days, so he should take a meal soon. He's a Nicaraguan boa. He is T-positive albino, which means they lack the last step of creating melanin, so they don't have any black on them. They do have like the browns and the reds though. Central American boa, they're considered like a dwarf boa species. They don't get that big. And he's a male, so he'll probably top out like 4 feet. But I love boas, always have. That was my first, look at that face. It's my first big snake when I was little. I wanted a Burmese python like my dad. He told me no. I was like 13, I think. He said, no, they get too big too fast. You're not ready. Why don't you get a boa? And that's what I did. I got a boa. Her name was Betty. And I had her for like 10 years. My living situation got really screwed up. Made a lot of bad choices. And I sold everything I had. Betty included. She went to a good home though. I had a carpet python, a ball python, a boa, a rosehair tarantula, a chubby frog, a white tree frog, and a little Thayer king snake. But 2 years ago, I started this. Like, I built all this up, man. 2 years is all it took for me to get all this going, which is crazy. Imagine where I'm going to be in 2 more years. What I'm going to be is spreading joy and reptile knowledge and reptile love. Because, I mean, there's nothing to be... People are scared. That's what I would like to accomplish with this channel. Is just spread knowledge that, like, snakes aren't scary. People get scared of them. Like, I get angry when people, you know, only good snake's a dead snake. Like, dude, they're not... Look at him. He's just living his life. He's not even doing anything. I don't know why they get such a bad rap. Like, they're super cool animals. But alright, let's clean him, and then we'll take out Nipsey, the carpet python, who's doing great. A lot less defensive. I think he's kind of starting to realize he's not in danger. And, yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so his cage is all cleaned out. Ready to go. Let's put him back. I've rearranged all his stuff. It's kind of like, you know, the enrichment thing I'm talking about. Just got stuff in the same spot for a while, move it around. Gives them new places to explore. It's the same furniture, but it's in different spots. So it's like, oh, I'm in a new place. Let me look around this. All right. Let's take out. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a snake that gets kind of big, but not crazy big, Central American boas, they're the way to go. Hog Island boas stay small. And I got this cage from Vivarium Electronics, reptilebasics.com. I get a lot of my stuff from there. They're really good site, really good price. And these cages, they come already assembled and already sealed up. So that way, you know, nothing leaks out, because these PVC boards are just screwed together. If it's not sealed, then, you know, water can leak through. But this came in a box just like this. I didn't have to put it together or anything. It's pretty good price, and that's the same. I use their thermostats also. Thermostat's important. You put heat tape or a heat pad. Even you buy one of them Zoom Ed heat pads from PetSmart, it needs a thermostat. If you don't have a thermostat, even them really low watt heat pads, and they get like something crazy, like 110, 120 degrees and stuff, and you can't have that. Not many snakes need that high of a temperature. Obviously, do your research. Most snakes, it's about 90 degrees, 88, 90, and you're good. He just ate Sunday. What are you doing, bud? But this little guy, I mean, how freaking cool. So cool. Can't wait for him to grow up, man. right now, I was thinking about it. I have all the snakes I like. You know, retic, definitely a dream snake. Hands down a dream snake. Longest snake in the world. I mean, how can you not want that? These guys, they're up there on my favorites list. I like the way their faces look. I like the way, you know, they're semi-arboreal, like they'll climb and all. And they're just awesome. Love these guys. Always have. My dad had 2 of them. Planned on breeding them, never did. Boas, they're one of my favorites because that was my first big snake was a boa. Do not try to bite me. Then, you know, the ball python, that's more for Erica. I like them, don't get me wrong. They're just kind of overplayed to me, you know. That's what my dad bred. We had hundreds of them all the time. So, like, been there, done that, you know. And then the rat snake, it's one of the largest colubrids. And I think it might be, now, I might be making stuff up. It's one of the longest colubrids in the Americas. I know that for a fact. So that's awesome. I mean, I got most of my dream snakes. I want a yellowtail or blacktail crebo or an indigo snake. And then dream snake's gotta be complete. Everything else would just be for fun. What are you doing? Huh? You're alright. But alright, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna get his cage clean, put him back. That's gonna be it. I got some stuff to do around the house. But remember, do something you love. It's good for the soul, man. If you love it, do it. No excuses. Just go do it. Save your money to do it. Whatever you gotta do to do something you love, make it happen, man. Till next time, y'all. Peace out.